kind of drink you want in your hand if you're planning to be out and about this holiday season. It is commonly filled with parties and get-togethers, and oftentimes alcohol is involved. And with the arrest for DUI spiking during the holidays, consumers can be safe and have a festive drink without the spirits. And Victoria Larson from the Thirsty Lion Pub and Grill at Tempe Marketplace is here with some mocktail ideas. And why do we call them mocktails?
We call them mocktails because they are non-alcoholic, and so they can work for children, or they can also be safe during the holidays if you are going to be driving around.
For children, because
Yes.
they're fancy looking.
They're fancy, they're fruity, they're flavorful, and they're non-alcoholic.
Right,
so
right.
Yeah.
And that's the best part. The first question off the top of my head is, are you losing the taste when you go non-alcoholic, when you're doing stuff like mojitos and things?
Right.
Is it still just as yummy?
Yeah, so the thing you got to think about with these drinks is sometimes the alcohol in these beverages will have a flavor to them. So when you're making a non-alcoholic beverage, you might have to play around with the amounts of ingredients that you're doing, or you might have to add a different flavor to make up for the alcohol flavor you're not having. With mojitos, it's just a straight rum. So adding a little more sugar instead is fine. And then there's also a lot of flavor already with the mint and lime.
Okay, and you're going to show us how we can do this at home. And let me let you get started while I ask you about the Thirsty Lion Pub and Grill. Is pretty new at Tempe Marketplace.
It is, yes.
It's in the area. Which old restaurant is it in? Is it the Maria?
It was Maria Maria's, yeah.
Right there when you drive in. So what are you going to make for us right now?
I'm going to make our pear martini, except it's going to be non-alcoholic. Typically, we would have a pear vodka, so we're adding a little more of our pear puree to make up for that flavor difference.
So three shots.
3 ounces of our pear puree, and that's fresh pear. We do 1 ounce of our simple syrup.
What is simple syrup?
Simple syrup is just boiled hot water with sugar.
Okay.
Yeah. Just really sweet. And then we have 1 ounce of our sweet and sour mix, which is a common ingredient in margaritas as well.
Okay. So you know what? While you're making that, because we are doing alcohol segment, you know, we're never able to taste. I can literally drink this the whole time now.
You can.
And I won't get in trouble with the bosses.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now you're going to shake that up.
And I'm going to shake. We do a standard 12 shakes. So you want to get
keep talking, I'm drinking. Okay. Oh, this is so good.
And then what's fun too is you can also always do a rim. So I have this one already pre-rimmed, but if you just take a piece of fruit and cut it down the middle, and you get it nice and wet along the edge.
I'm going to finish this whole thing before you're done.
And then you just swirl it in. You could use a plate, you could use a bowl if it's wide enough.
So you guys are going to be serving this for New Year's Eve all weekend.
Absolutely. Any of our drinks that are on our menu, we can make them non-alcoholic just by not including the alcohol.
This is a great idea. Now, is this your first restaurant ever, or just here in the Valley?
Actually, it's our first one here in the Valley.
It's the first one. So you guys are pretty much one of the only restaurants having so many different flavors of the non-alcoholic
Absolutely.
drinks.
Yep.
Okay, so I can have 15 of these and I'll be fine to drive.
You can. You might be a little full and have to stop a few times on the way home, but
I have to taste the pear. What is this called?
It's a pear martini. So
pear martini.
Pear mocktaini.
Run off some of the mocktaini names that you guys have.
So this one is our pomegranate mocktarini, or excuse me, mocktarita.
Mocktarita. So we got.
I'm still learning.
Well, let's try this again. So we got.
So that would be a mojito.
Mojito.
And that's a wild berry mojito. And that's the pear
and
mocktaini.
that's the okay. So give me that one. I gotta try. I gotta try all these drinks because they don't have alcohol in them.
They don't.
So I can go to town. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Make sure if you want to drink and have that, it really does taste really good. You don't need the alcohol with these drinks. Okay, Thirsty Lion Pub and Grill. It's at Tempe Marketplace. You can drink all of these and then you can go home. You can drive yourself. Thank you very much for coming in. All right.